Hi, it's Vicky. Thanks for joining me. Today's prenatal class is a really gentle way that you can help to strengthen and stretch your body, relieve any tension you've got throughout your pregnancy. And given the chair, it's actually good even if you're not pregnant. So you can practice this when you're not pregnant, and it's safe enough that you can do this throughout your whole pregnancy, second and third try. Always listen into your body and make sure you take breaks and water as you need. And then when you're ready, we'll get started. So what tends to happen with the chair is we want to sit back and round. So I'm going to come right to the front of your chair. Bring your feet out a little wider than normal and start to lengthen through your tailbone. Create lots of space for your baby in your lower back. You can either bring your eyes to close or a soft gaze. And start to become aware of how your body is feeling. Aware of your internal environment. And bring your arms out to the sides. Now flex through the wrists and inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Melt them down and towards your heart. Send yourself warm, loving thoughts. Release your hands out to the sides. Inhale, reach up. Stretch through the palms, so you're getting a nice stretch through your wrists. Exhale, hands down. We'll go for 2 more. So spreading your fingers, stretching through your palms. Inhale. And then exhale, soften them down, warm your heart. 1 more, create lots of stretch here. Reach out through the wrists. Then exhale, hands to heart. Maybe take this time to set an intention for today's class that we shared together. Or perhaps take a moment to send some love to your baby. And then bring one wrist out in front of you and just flex out through the wrist, stretch through the arm and feel that stretch across the wrist, the forearm. And then just flip it to the other side. Nice. Now that they're nice and stretched out, we're going to make those little Pikachus. So start to squeeze your hands in and out and start to strengthen through your wrists. So you want to make sure you've got nice, strong wrists when you're carrying your little bundle of joy throughout the entire day, through those sleepless nights. Get ready for it now. We'll prepare now so that we can be nice and strong, so that we can really enjoy all that precious time with your baby when it comes. Nice. You'll definitely feel that by now. And then from here, you're just going to reach out through one arm, bring the elbow behind onto the chair, then lengthen up through the spine as you inhale, drop down through the back shoulder, and start to twist out through the spine. So this is an easy twist here. We've got an open twist. You can choose whether you look behind you or just keep that gaze in line with the spine. It's up to you. 1 more full inhale, press down through the hips, find length into the spine, and exhale, drop it all down. Inhale, start to reach that arm back to center as you exhale, finding your way back to center. And then just reach up through the other arm, inhale, send it behind you. And again, you can have the hand connected or just the elbow out to just leave the elbow relaxed. Heavy here, inhale, lengthen through your spine, exhale to twist. The hand can be on either knee here. And start to rotate around the axis of the spine, just making sure you've got lots of length in the back of the neck. So just gently tucking the chin in to lengthen through the back of the neck. Releasing your way back through center as you breathe. And then from here, just rubbing through the thighs, generate some heat. And we're going to come into our warriors with your chair. So this is really exciting. Going to make your way into warrior 1 to start. So you're going to bring the front foot out, roll out through the front thigh. And you might need to shift the chair just slightly on an angle, depending on what kind of chair you've got. Want to make sure you've got your hips connected into the chair here. And then rotate that back thigh inwards so your pelvis is facing forward, hips facing forward. And then reach up through your arms, warrior 1. Exhale, pushing down through the hips, letting that kind of hip draw in while this thigh rotates out. Soften down through your shoulders. If you're finding that there's too much tension in the arms, you can always bring them out wide into cactus arms. Otherwise, keeping them out nice and straight. Sending love through your fingertips, energy through your fingertips here. Lengthening up and out of the lower back, so pressing down through your hips, grounding yourself down, making the upper body nice and light. Got 3 more breaths here. Relax through your face, your jaw. One more full inhale. Exhale, you're going to open the hips this time and send the arms out to the sides, nice and strong. Press up through the palms. So letting both the hips open. Keep rotating through your front thigh. And then exhale, you're going to bend through the elbows and draw everything in. Squeeze it in, create space for your shoulders. Inhale, finding length through those arms, energy out to the world. You can either look forward or straight ahead here. Exhale, squeeze it in. Using the strength, inhale, send it out. Exhale, gather it in. Inhale, send out to love. One more. Inhale, reach out and then send your back arm down the back leg as you open up the front side of your waist and work your way over into your crescent moon position with that arm kind of coming up and over, reverse warrior. Again, just gently drawing the front ribs in slightly to support baby and spine. And if you're finding there's any tension collecting up on your toes, just pick up the toes, relax them back down. Keeping your hips grounded. One more full breath in here. Long exhale out. Nice, releasing your front elbow on the inside of your front thigh here. And then sending the other arm down and over the air here. So we're in our extended wide angle pose here, but with the chair, so get lots of support. You can either keep the elbow on the thigh, or maybe lift it off in front of you if you've got strength and you feel like you want to. Definitely just listen into what your body is up to. Keep rotating through your front thigh, rotating the knee out. And relax your breath. One more full breath in. Long exhale. You're going to find a little bit of movement now, so you're going to send the back arm down the back as you inhale, open up, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, sending your weight on the inside of that thigh, sending that arm forward. Creating these circles, so it should feel really nice and nourishing on your shoulders. And that dance-like quality, that freedom of movement into your spine here. We'll go for one more. Completely optional again, so if it doesn't feel right for your body, just take a break and join back in. Beautiful, and then from here, wow, feel that it does work. Just gonna flip the chair around to show you a little bit. I'm just gonna let the thighs rolled out, take your hands on the insides of your thighs and let one shoulder roll in. A little twist here. And then switch it to the other side when you're ready. Return back to center, and this time you can either play around with just lifting the heels off the earth, so you're going to build some strength and heat into the thighs, keep rotating those thighs out, or if you like, you can play around with getting into your squat strength. So really important to have really strong legs when you're pregnant. So you just lift up off the chair just a little bit, and then exhale, squat, just hovering just a few inches off the chair. Inhale, coming up, and then exhale, squat back down. So we'll go for 5 in total. Already done 3. And 5, low, back down. Nice. Release, just let it stretch out again, rotating one shoulder in. This time you can add a little bit more movement. Now if you've got anything going on like SPD, you'll know if you do. Usually, it doesn't show up a bit later. We just want to make sure that we're avoiding anything with wide legs. So you can do a squat, but you would want to keep your legs more close together, so like so. So you can do a squat like this. So more like your chair position, okay? But if you've got anything going on like that, this is just a general class. So just give me a little comment below and I can refer you to the correct class speed. You're going to make your way into your warrior one now, facing the other way. So let the front thigh roll out, back thigh rolls in, and the back foot's roughly in a 45-degree angle, making sure you get yourself comfortable. So you're going to adjust the chair a little bit, and then ground down through your hips. Rise on up your arms, let them relax down away from the ears as you exhale. And start to breathe your way into your warrior one. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing your brain. And again, if it's too much for the shoulders, just spreading the elbows wide, taking them wide. Three more breaths here, gently supporting the spine by just gently lifting the baby back in towards the spine. Awesome, and then all you're going to do is rotate that back thigh, open a little bit more, so open up through your hips. Push through the palms, making your way into warrior two. Ground down through your hips and extend out of the hips. So lifting up the waist a little bit. Making yourself grow taller, grounded through your lower body. Exhale, squeeze everything in. And then inhale, send that energy out. Exhale, gather your energy in. And inhale, send it out. One more. And then reverse your warrior by sending your back fingertips down the back leg, open up through the heart. Gently drawing that front rib in. And softening your breath here. Creating space between the ribs and the hips. And then drawing your front elbow the inside of your front thigh. Rotating your upper waist, sending the back arm forward and up and over the ear. You can either have your elbow resting or send it out in front of you, just bearing in mind that we want to keep the belly relatively relaxed, so I don't want to be over engaging your core. So always paying attention to what's happening in your body. We always want to be taking the opportunity to rest when you're pregnant, to slow down, to be gentle with yourself. Making sure you're doing what's right for you and your body, your baby, your choice. And when you're ready, we're going to add that movement. So we're going to inhale, reverse your warrior, open your heart. And then exhale, if you like, taking that circle action. And just playing around with it. So gently feeling into that fluidity of your body, releasing any areas of tension, tightness in the shoulders, the chest, and creating length in the waist. Often as we grow to sideways, we'll often feel a little bit more strain. So creating space for baby and for you to be able to relax and have a good sleep at the end of the day. Nice, and releasing back down. I'm going to come off the chair when you're ready. I'll flip it around to show you, but you don't need to flip your chair. Just going to come off slowly. And then we're going to make our way into down facing dog with the chair. So you'll bring your hands on the chair, making sure that ideally you've got the chair against the wall. And then walking the feet away. And extend the heart forward, making sure you've got enough space for your shoulders. And through your knees, so you can kind of stick the tailbone out behind you. The hips go out behind you as you mount the heart down. And this is a beautiful way to create space. The size of the waist. Get a really good stretch into the back of the legs. So often as we get bigger, the legs will take a lot of the effort. They can get quite tight. And if you'd like to support your head onto something, you can walk the hands further towards the back of the chair and support your head down. Otherwise, just breathing here. Relaxing down through the fronts of your shoulders, opening up through the chest. And letting that head relax. Three more full breaths here. Long exhales. Maybe you'd like to sigh out through the mouth, falling out breath. Perhaps to relieve extra tension. And walking forward. Walking your hands forward, walking your feet forward. We want to be really slowly coming up here. So walking up the chair, slowly making your way up. Nice. And then just rotate, turn yourself to me. And pick up one foot. Let it rotate out. And you're going to reach up through the opposite arm and take a nice side stretch. Again, you might be able to reach the chair here depending on what's going on today. Or maybe just walking your feet into the chair. And again, ideally you'd have the chair against the wall. Big side bend here. Keep rotating the upper waist out. Relax down through your bottom shoulder. No rush at all, but you're going to release out of that. So bending through the front knee, releasing the arm down, turning yourself back into your chair, and we'll just face the other way. So just bringing your other foot onto the chair, letting the leg roll out, letting this leg roll out. Then reach up through the opposite arm as a straight leg. And then start to walk your fingertips down. Coming into this beautiful side bend, which feels really good. So we're always wanting to create lots of space for baby without overstretching or overdoing it. Just gently doing it little bits every day to create a little bit of extra space for baby to grow. One more full breath in. Long exhale. And walking your hands back up, bending through that knee and turning yourself into your chair. And coming off the chair for a moment and then bending your weight down into your squat here. So if you've got a block handy or something, you can even bring a bolster underneath your hips. Just so you can squat all the way down here. And this often, for many people, is quite a good birthing position. So in our Malasana Yogi squat, so have a nice lengthened lower back, so create lots of space for your lower back, ground down through your hips. And you've got the chair here to support you, so that when you come on up, you can use the strength of your arms. We're going to practice lifting it through your pelvic floor just a little bit, so just gently feel the squeezing of the pelvic floor muscles. So around the perianal area, just this gentle lift. And you might notice that as you lift, your eyebrows also lift. Maybe. We'll hold up here, so for this gentle engagement. Gentle lifting, gentle squeezing. And now completely relax your pelvic floor muscles. Relax your buttocks muscles as well. Often first time mums, they'll often actually be too tight around that area. So learning how to release these pelvic floor muscles in this yogi squat is a really nice way of practicing releasing through your pelvic floor muscles as well. We'll go for one more, so gentle lifting, perianal, and all the pelvic floor muscles into the kind of corset muscle, the transverse abdominis here, which is the lowest abdominal muscle. And you'll feel this gentle engagement and maybe a lift of the eyebrows. Gentle squeezing. And now completely release, relax. Awesome. And then from here, you're not even coming back up the chair, so you can come down on the ground. And then bring your bolster on the chair here. And if you've got a blanket handy, you bring it behind you to rest your head onto something. And before we do that, actually, come onto the blanket, and just shuffle your hips forward. Legs can be out nice and wide or slightly closer together. If you're finding that you've got any kind of pain going on in your pelvis or your hip flexors, just bring the feet closer together because it could be a sign of something going on there. So always checking with your physician if you've got any kind of pain going on in any part of the abdomen or the pelvic area. And then you can either flex the toes and then making sure you hinge from the hips. You want to protect the lower back before you come on down. You just shuffle your chair a little closer or further away. And then you bring yourself onto your elbows here. Relax your forehead down and your wide-legged forward fold. Having this extra height makes sure that you are nice and safe for that lower back. Often the forward folds are the ones that can get into our lower back when we're pregnant. So we want to make sure we've got lots of space for our belly and always hinging from your hips. Allowing that breath to slow down. 3 more full breaths here. Nice, and always coming up really slowly when our head's slower than our heart, pushing into the bolster. Then bringing the hands underneath the thighs to support the thighs and the knees. And you're going to find yourself on your left side first, so letting the knees rock over towards the left. And we're finishing by lying down with the, switch the bolster, with the bolster underneath the hips. So bring a blanket or a bolster onto the chair. And you bring the bolster underneath the hips. So once you find your way onto your back, shuffle yourself in if you need to, just making sure you've got your hips elevated. And then you're going to bring your knees up, and your legs up. And then from here we'll take a nice falling out breath, letting your arms come out to the sides, palms facing up. Inhale together. Exhale. Inhale together. Exhale. You can either bring your eyes to close or just keep a soft gaze here. It should feel really nice and nourishing. Completely relaxed through your legs, the buttocks, and over the next few moments we'll take a little yoga nidra. So we'll start with your womb, where your baby lives. Say hello. Send some love and warmth to your baby. Know that they are safe, supported by you, and know that you are strong. You're amazing. And that you're enough. And let your baby know that he or she is strong. They love. And that they are enough. And you might find baby responding now as you've slowed down in stillness, and they might start to move around. Just become aware of its movements inside your belly. I'm going to start to do a body scan together from your toes all the way up to your head. And then bring your attention to your left big toe and see it in space. Your left little toe. The inner arch of your left foot. The top of your left foot. Your left ankle. And bring your attention to your right big toe. Right little toe. And the arch of your right foot. And your right ankle. Notice your left calf, the muscles around left calf start to release, relax. Notice your right calf, muscles around the right calf. Release, relax. Notice your left kneecap, your left shin, your right kneecap, your right shin, your left inner thigh, your left outer thigh, your right inner thigh, your right outer thigh. Notice the muscles around the left butt cheek, the left hip start to soften, release, relax. Notice the muscles now around your right butt cheek, your right hip, soften, letting go. Become aware of your lower back, your mid back, upper back, your lower belly, your mid belly, your upper belly. And become aware of your left collarbone and your left chest area. Allow left chest, the left collarbone to relax. Now your right collarbone, your right chest area, and soften through this area and let it relax. And become aware of the front of your neck and your throat. And maybe just swallow a couple of times, relaxing the muscles around the front of your throat. Become aware of your jaw. Maybe just letting the jaw yawn. Relaxing the muscles around your jaw. And if your eyes haven't already closed, maybe you'd like to invite them to shut down now. A bit of eye shut. Relaxing the eyelids, letting them be heavy and soft. And relaxing your eyebrows, letting them smile, open and away from each other, resting. to your jaw now and your teeth. Again, maybe swallow. Notice your tongue. Your tongue. Your inner cheeks. And doing a scan of your entire body now from head, shoulders, stomach, knees, feet, and release any last bits of tension around the body before you drift off. Completely rest. Rest. No rush at all. Start to find some movement again. Maybe baby has been waking you up. Just say hello to baby. Maybe gently bring your hand to your belly. Baby might respond. And when to come off your chair, remember you can stay here for as long as you like. You're going to come to your left side by bringing one knee off at a time and just gently rocking your way to your left. And stay here for a few moments. Until you're ready to push yourself up. So using your hands, making sure you're always using your hands to support the weight of your belly. And then finding your way to a comfortable seated position here. I want to just take this time to thank you so much for joining and practicing with me. And know that you can do this throughout your entire pregnancy. I hope this really helps you to relieve tension and just general kind of mental tension in your pregnancy. I know it can be full on. And I look forward to seeing you in our next class together. Namaste. It's Vicky.